In order to find industry information, I'm going to recommend that you start off using IbisWorld. And in order to get to IbisWorld, you can start at the main library page, library.wisc.edu. You will see this search box here. It starts with search the catalog, but you can see that that is a drop-down menu. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to drop that down, and we're going to change that to databases, and we are going to type in IbisWorld, which is all one word. And you can see our results down here. IbisWorld Industry Reports, that's what we want, so we're going to click on that. And that takes you to this page where it will give you all kinds of details about IbisWorld, including a permalink in case you want to save the link someplace. Otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and go directly to the database. Now, an industry report is a 10,000-foot view of your industry. It's a much broader view than just your product or your brand. It's a very wide view of everything happening in your industry. So let's say you have a medical device. We're not going to look up your particular medical device. We're just going to look up medical devices. And here we have medical device manufacturing. That automatically comes up. Don't worry if yours doesn't come up, just go ahead and click on search. And then you can see you'll get some options of things to choose. But here's what I wanted, medical device manufacturing in the US. So I'm going to click on that. And then here's the report. And again, like I said, this is the 10,000-foot view. You can see up at the top who our analyst is for this report and when it was published. This was published in September of 2024, so it's very recent. Most of these reports will be quite recent. There isn't a particular schedule that they are updated, but I find that they are updated at least quarterly, it seems. So I recommend that you start off with the at a glance section. You can see the chapters over on the left-hand side. You can go to any of the chapters you want, but to just get a good overview, start with the at a glance section. You'll have some key takeaways, and then over on the right-hand side, you'll see some key figures, the revenue, and this is the revenue just for the United States. All IbisWorld reports are covering just the United States. These are not global. So here's the revenue current. This is the numbers for the past 5 years. It's up 1.1% over the past 5 years, and it's projected to go up 0.7% over the next 5 years. Number of employees, businesses, profits, and profit margin as well, including wages too. Down below, we have products and services for this industry. So we can see the largest section here at 28.7 is electromedical cardiovascular devices, followed by electromedical neuroscience devices, electromedical surgical devices, irradiation apparatus, hearing aids, and then everything else falls into other. Over here, you have some industry structure, and then just a few words about each, about the concentration, it's moderate, barriers to entry, regulation, life cycle, volatility, etc. You will see that each of these sections is a link. So if you want to go directly to the section on regulation and policy in the report, you can click on that, and that will go directly to that section in the report. These are larger reports. They're probably 50 to 75 pages, depending on the report. Who are the current major players in this industry? Well, Medtronic has 29.3% of the market, followed by Abbott Laboratories, General Electric, and Danaher. And then everybody else lumped together has 33.4%. There's a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for the industry. This is not for any particular company, but for the industry as a whole. However, these things may apply to your product as well, or your company. So it's a really nice thing to look over. These are some things, key external drivers, things outside your industry that may affect you. And then a nice little executive summary. If you're just looking at a report to decide whether or not this report is a good one for me, read this section, this at a glance section. If this is the correct industry for you, then I encourage you to read the whole thing. You can go to each section, and there's some fabulous information in these. To download, up here in the right hand corner, you can download the full report. Or if you prefer it to be in a different format, you can do that as well. Or if you just prefer a particular chapter, you can do that. If you have any questions, you can ask the Business Library. We're more than happy to help.